As you can see, I have some very comfortable chairs behind me. And in just a couple of minutes, we're going to find out who would like to be hypnotized firsthand. As a matter of fact, we already have 7 teachers who have been volunteered. But before I ask for the volunteers to come up, I will spend 1 or 2 minutes and explain a little bit about hypnosis before I have the people come forward. Because I do find that many people still fear hypnosis. Right now, as my wife and I travel around the United States, Mexico, and Canada, I notice that many times I walk out in front of a new group, many people still will not even look me into the eyes. Because they're afraid I'm going to zap them, make them do some strange stuff they don't want to do. It would be nice if hypnosis were that easy. But there is nothing magic in my eyes or voice or blood to you people, and what I've learned to do is to bring that ability out. One thing I will tell you, for those people who come down here today, when you leave here a little bit later on, you're going to have more than enough energy to go for the next 24 hours straight. All right, so you are going to have a lot of energy. Also, for anyone who is kind enough to come up, I'll give you a helpful suggestion of your choice before you leave here. Let's say you want to take off a few pounds. That's how I first became involved in hypnosis almost 17 years ago when I was doing my undergraduate work in psychology. At that point in my life, I weighed just under 200 pounds. I weighed 198 pounds. I could not talk in front of groups. And a friend of mine, as a doctor in Chicago, kept saying, "Jim, why don't you come in and I'll hypnotize you?" And my standard response was, "No, you won't. No one's going to have me downtown Chicago, 4 o'clock in the morning, barking like a dog. Because that's what I thought this dude was going to have me do. I want to go part of it." Well, finally, it got to a point I had to take the course in public speaking. I went into Chicago, I got hypnotized, turned out to be a fantastic experience, and 2 weeks later, when I had to get up in front of my college speech class and talk, the fear of getting up was completely gone. Today, I don't care if I'm in front of 50 people, or sometimes looking for nationally known acts, I might be in front of 5,000 to 10,000 people. I now enjoy being in front of groups. And over the next 7 months after that, I took off about 62 pounds, and I'd stay between about 136 to 138 pounds now for well over 13 and a half years. So if you come down here today, you want to take off a few pounds, I'll help you out there. If you want to cut down on another unwanted habit, we can work on that. Maybe you bite your fingernails, crack your knuckles, or into something else that you don't want to be. Maybe you want to improve the area of study skills, motivation, concentration, retention. You can find that with hypnosis, you can cut down your study time anywhere from 20 to 60%. Or maybe you want to improve an area of athletic performance. I've done a lot of work on and off with the Chicago Bears organization. I've done some work with some other professional collegiate teams. Right now I'm working with a semi-professional hockey team. So I don't care if you play football, basketball, baseball, volleyball. Last year I worked with the University of Nebraska Lincoln's volleyball team. They were ranked 2nd in the nation in their division. Or maybe you want to improve your backhand in tennis, your golf swing, your pool shot, bowling release. Anything you want to work on, if you come up here today, I'll help you out. As a matter of fact, I will show you if you'd like. I will even show you how you can hypnotize yourself. Anybody here has the ability to hypnotize himself if they want to. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a real quick demonstration here just to show you how hypnosis works. Can I have you come out now? And we want to bring another chair out. Can I get the other teachers that you have going to help me out? Can I get the other gentleman to come up here and help me out with this? We're going to do a little demonstration. We're going to come right back here and stand in the middle facing me. I want you behind this chair, sir. I want you over here. I want you to stand right behind over here on that side. Hey, listen, I want you to come over here and stand. And why don't you come over here and stand behind this chair? And let's see here. We got one. You guys can have enough. I'll keep you. Well, thank you. I'm going to use this. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to have you mastermind this. You want to come right over here? I'm going to hypnotize myself, all right? Here's your job. As soon as my eyes are closed, I'm going to be deeply hypnotized and going to be as rigid as a board. That point in time, tell my wife Suzanne, she'll tell you what to do, but here's what you're going to do. You're going to take my left shoulder, sir. You're going to take my right shoulder. You get to stand up for just a second. You're going to take my feet. You're going to put my feet on that chair. You two are going to put my shoulders on that chair. And then I'm going to have you stand on my stomach right here. Okay? You want to take your shoes on first, so it's more comfortable now. All right, now. It's very important when they put my head down in this chair, make absolutely certain they put my face up. All right? Because it hurts really bad. My nose is flat up. You hold my shoulders down firmly. Sir, make sure my feet come all the way over to here. If they don't reach, don't stretch, spring with the chair in. All right? Then you hold my ankles down firmly. All right, now, when he goes to get up on top of me, you two help him up. Once he's stabilized, and you can back away, I'm going to let him stand on top of you for about 8 to 10 seconds. Listen to Suzanne, she'll tell you exactly what to do. All right, yeah, you can come back over now. I just put the socks on, I hope. Want to come back over? Now, it's very important. When you stand on top of me, watch where you place your feet, all right? This is called an occupational hazard for hypnotists. You're going to put one foot right here, another foot right there, be real careful, all right? Now, once you get up on top of me, don't jump up and down. Stay on top for 8 or 10 seconds. Susanna will tell you when to get off. Then these two gentlemen will help you get back off again. Once he's back off, you'll take my left shoulder again, take my right shoulder again, and take my feet, stand me up. That's how I call it hypnosis, right? Otherwise, I'll be there for some time. Now, when I first started working with hypnosis, it takes me about 25 minutes to enter deep level. Each time you do it, you get on deep, you get on fast, and now it takes me about 5 seconds because it's right ingrained into my memory. It's the same way when you were a second or third grader, someone would ask you what 3 times 4 was, it might take you a while to calculate 12. If I were to ask the average person here what 3 times 4 is, hopefully you wouldn't even have to think about it. Come back right over, I hope, right? So it becomes automatic more and more that you do it. Now, besides keeping the weight off, which has been very easy for me over the years, besides finding me easy to stand in front of groups, also my sleeping habits have changed. I used to sleep 7 to 8 hours a night. Now, on an average, I sleep 4 to 5 hours a night year-round. That's all I need. With hypnosis, you use more of the power of your inner mind. So I'm going to hypnotize myself very quickly. By the way, I've had William Perry on me when he weighed 328 pounds, and you're lightweight compared to him, okay? Now, which way does my face go? Remember that. Keep an eye on him, Suzanne, right? And do you have clean socks on? Do you have clean socks on? Okay, because I can still smell, all right? I don't want to be put out for something, all right? All right, I'm very quickly, I'm going to hypnotize myself. I'm going to show you the power. By the way, anyone in this gymnasium can do exactly what I'm doing. All I'm doing right now is utilizing the power of my inner mind. Everyone has it. Most people never develop it, but every one of you here can develop it if you want. As a matter of fact, when I leave here today, I'm going to list some brochures in your office. If you'd like to learn more about self-hypnosis skills, pick up a brochure, write my clinic a letter. I will send you out a free 4-week program on how you go about conditioning yourself for hypnosis. For study skills, for athletics, if you want to cut down on anything else you might be into, but you don't want to be into right now, you can use hypnosis for that too. Are you ready, everyone? As soon as my eyes go closed, give me about 4 seconds and tell me away. Just a week or so ago, I was reading a newspaper where a young lady was watching her husband working underneath her car, and the jack slipped, and the car pinned him right on his chest. She weighed about 115 pounds. She picked up the back end of the automobile while her son helped slide her husband out from under that vehicle. Normally, she could not have done that, but what happened in that emergency, she got an involuntary rush of adrenaline that made her stronger for a brief period of time. Where that adrenaline flow comes from originates in the subconscious mind. That's where hypnosis is at. People ask me, who can be hypnotized? Everybody has the ability. There are 3 reasons why a person would mind. Number 1, you cannot be hypnotized against your will. No matter what anyone says, you cannot be forced to be hypnotized against your will, and you can't be forced to do anything you really do not want to do. Number 2, you do have to have an IQ of at least 80 so you can concentrate. Now you're probably looking around, aren't you, saying? And number 3, never try to be hypnotized. That's the biggest reason people fail. I think people come up on stage before, I've had people come into the night and say, I've tried it before, it doesn't work. You try too hard to be hypnotized, it will not work. Just like you try too hard to go to sleep at night. You toss and turn all night long. You try to remember something for an exam, and your mind goes blank. Or maybe you're playing basketball, and you're really focusing and trying so hard to do something, and it's not workable for you. The more you try, the more difficult it is. If you just let go, you can ease into it. Most of you have probably experienced highway hypnosis before. Going down the road late at night, windshield wipers going, if you're driving the car, maybe you got the radio turned up, and all of a sudden it's like you blink your eyes, and you're 10 miles beyond where you last remember, aren't you? You're still safe, but you have no idea what happened over the last 10 miles. It's a form of highway hypnosis. Or most of you can probably identify with classroom hypnosis, all right? So I know that everyone has the experience. For those people who come down on stage today, let me tell you what's going to happen. Number one, I hypnotize everyone at one time. We do things as a group. Number two, I never ask you any personal questions. It might get you in trouble, such as, well, who were you really with last night? You know, things like that. I never ask any personal questions. Number three, the helpful suggestion you might like, if you'd like to take off a few pounds. Maybe you'd like to quit biting fingernails, maybe you'd like to find it easier to talk in front of a group, perform better in athletics, maybe improve in study skills, motivation, concentration, comprehension, retention, and recall. Those things you can work on. Anything you want to work on, come down today, I'll help you out. When you leave here today, I'll guarantee you will no longer fear hypnosis, and you'll probably find that you'll like to do it over and over again. It is that good a feeling. How many people here have ever seen a hypnotist before? We got anybody here? A few people maybe? Very few. All right, we got a good group here today. All right, well, I have the names of a few teachers who have either been volunteered or have volunteered, one of the two. I'm going to call up their names, have them come up, and then we'll have room for about another 25 students who would like to be hypnotized today. Now remember, if you come down on stage, come down because you want to be here. If you don't want to be here, you wouldn't be hypnotized. You cannot be forced to do anything against your will. Some people feel that you can be made do things you don't want to do. You cannot. However, when you're hypnotized, your inhibitions have a tendency to be minimized. For instance, I was doing a show at Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin about a year ago. I had about 1,500 people in the auditorium. A young man right in the middle of the show, this is no lie, stood up on a chair, tried to moon the entire audience. The guy was going for it, I stopped him, but he's the same kind of guy that probably ruined a busload of nuns, you know. So some people do things like that. But you will not do anything you really do not want to do. Okay, as I call out your names, I appreciate you would come up. We have some teachers. First of all, Mr. Allen. Where's Mr. Allen? Why don't you come up and find a chair? Mr. Allen says, you're great. You're awesome here. Mr. Holder. Mr. Holder, he's here. Mr. Wilkins. Dr. Page. Would you people come up and sit down? Ms. Jameson. Ms. Jameson. Ms. Lewis. Mr. Peterson. Where's Miss Lewis at? Where's Miss Lewis? Is she coming? Come on down, Miss Lewis. You can do it. Huh? Come on. Give her a hand. She needs some encouragement, guys. Come on, yeah. There you go. Tell you what. Why don't you people, why don't you spread out? Spread out about one every 3 or 4 chairs. We don't want you all ganged up there. Yeah, that's it. Spread out. And now, who would like to be hypnotized today? We got some, raise your hands if you'd like to. I'm trying to pick some people out from all over the auditorium. Gentlemen right up there in the white shirt. What do I do? This gentleman right here. They're made of purple. You want to try? They're made of right here with the mellow yellow. Why don't you do it? Got red with cheap seats and a plaid shirt against the wall. Very top of the bleachers. That's you. They're made right here with the jeans. Who else? Keep your hands up high as I move around through the audience. Young man right here with the red turtleneck. Why don't you do it? Who else? You want to do it? Come on up. Do what you got, all right? All right, right here. You want to do it? Young blonde up there. Salute. Why don't you come out? Young lady right there in the gray and pink top. All right. Young Bears fan right there. Why don't you come down? Young lady right up against the wall up there getting cheap seats. Right up against the wall. Young lady right here. You want to try it? Young lady right here in the bear shirt. Why don't you try it? Gentleman in the red jacket right up there. Why don't you come on down? All right, let's see. Gentleman in the white shirt with the belly. Yeah. Why don't you come on down? Okay, right here. Blue shirt. We got a lot of fans. Take it out. Right here, blue. All right. Yeah. Just like you. Our coat underneath the chair, sir. And let's see. We need a couple more ladies. You can go right down there and sit. Now let's see, we got, wait a minute. I think we got all those. Yeah, we need 1 or 2 more ladies. Who really wants it? Right here? You got it? We got one more chair down here? Yeah, okay. By the way, people in the audience, during this induction, you too have the opportunity to be hypnotized. This morning up in the middle school, we had people get hypnotized in the audience. I'll explain that. Okay, so Zach, want to bring the light out for me, if you would, please? All right, people on stage. There we go. Let me tell you a little bit about hypnosis. For those who are up here today, number 1, when you get hypnotized, you don't get zapped, you don't get wasted. All right? You will. You will know everything going on around you at all times, but you're going to be so mellowed out, who cares? All right, it feels good. Now, I've never had a person one-on-one who could not be hypnotized. However, sometimes I use a shorter induction here in my office. 20 minutes, anybody could be hypnotized. But I only use a 4 or 5 minute induction. If a person tries too hard, or they have their concentration broken during that short period of time, it's possible that they might not be hypnotized, and I only keep the deepest subjects. So if for any instant, if for any reason I send you back to the audience today, please do not be offended and don't think anything's wrong with you. Something happened today that broke your concentration for a brief period of time. However, once your eyes are closed, please do not open up your eyes and get up and walk off the stage unless or until I tell you to. Because when you first begin to drift down into hypnosis, you might not be sure what to experience. When you get into a deep state, then you'll know. All right? What I like is everyone on stage, and you are considered on stage, so that when I talk to you and talk about people on stage, you know in front of you. Put your feet flat on the floor if they reach. They don't reach, use your toes. That's it. Could you two trade places for me right here, please? Right there, if you would. Could you two trade places for me right here? Very good. All right, let's see here. Hey, could you two trade places right here for me? Could you two trade places right here, please? That's it. And let's see. Sir, I want you to come down this way. Could you go down there and sit, please? Right between those two handsome gentlemen. That's it. Can you spread out here just a little bit so you're not quite so tight? Okay, can you? I guess not. Okay, are you two crunching there? So tell you what, you sit right over here. I'll hypnotize you on your bleacher. All right? So right down there. That's it. So you get a little bit more room there. Okay, there we go. All right, now, what we're going to be using today, people, is an eye fixation point. Many people ask me, where do you learn about hypnosis? I got my bachelor's degree from a small private college in Iowa. I got my master's degree in psychology from the University of Wisconsin, and I finished my doctoral work at the University of Southern California. Since that time, I've traveled throughout the United States, learning under some of the best-known masters in the field of hypnosis. To become good at anything, anyone, by the way, can learn hypnosis. Is not an innate thing that I had when I was born. Anyone can learn it, but you have to devote your time. It took me 9 years of school to get my doctorate, to get where I'm at today. Anything you have to work at, but once you get there, you can do quite well at it. But we're going to be using today's eye fixation point, which is a red light. Let me tell you something about the light. There's nothing magic about the light. It helps focus your concentration for a period of time. I was at the University of Texas, Austin, about a month ago, and 2 weeks ago I was in Toronto, Canada. And when I was at those two locations, we had about 700 people in the audience. Besides the people who got hypnotized on stage, we had about 150 people in the audience get hypnotized. They were kind of dropping like flies all over the place. So if you're in the audience today and you'd like to be hypnotized, when I hypnotize the people on stage, watch the light, listen to my voice. If you don't want to be hypnotized, by all means, don't watch the light, right? If you do have to get hypnotized in the audience, and you go down deeply, maybe you want to come up on stage, but you weren't selected today. Maybe I'll have a few extra chairs. I might touch you on the shoulder, ask if you'd like to come up on stage. If at that point in time you want to, you'd follow me up. If you did not want to come up on stage, you would automatically come out of hypnosis. Again, there's no way you can be locked into hypnosis if you do not want to. All right? Once I have all the people for the show, then I will take everyone else back out of hypnosis. All right, anyone who'd like to be hypnotized, put your feet flat on the floor if they reach, or on the bleacher. Outside, sight distractions are gone. You will continue to be aware of everything happening around you. You'll be aware of all outside sounds, outside movements, outside distractions. But from this point forward, each word that I say, each sound that you hear, each thought that you think, each thing that you feel can take you down, 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 down to the inner recesses of the inner mind, down into the subconscious mind, the part of the mind that is the photographic memory, the part of the mind that is an origin to help you make any changes that you might like in your life. In a minute now, for the people on stage, I'm going to touch your wrist. When I touch your wrist, just allow your body to go loose, limp, and relax. Just like a dish rag, just like a rag ball, just let go. If you're in the audience with your eyes closed, as I touch the people on stage, you too can let go. If you go down deeply in the audience in a little while, I might bring one or two of you down on stage. As you listen to my voice now, as I come across, as I touch your wrist, just allow your body to go relaxed. If you hear any outside laughter or noises, that can take you down deeper. So as I touch your wrist, just let go That's it. That's it. Just letting go to listen to the sound of my voice. Some people go down much deeper, much faster than others. Each person will respond differently when moving into hypnosis. And just let go. That's it. And that's it. And that's it. That's it. Just letting go. Just let go into this Lewis doesn't want to do this. And that's it. And that's it. Each person responds differently. You'll see no two people be exactly alike. And that's it. Just relax, okay? That's it. Just relax. And just let go like a dish. That's it. Just let it go. She likes me. Yeah. Just let it go. That's it. That's it. All right. Thanks for hearing it today, gee. It's got to make any personality, just kind of drawn to it, doesn't it? That's all right, you got distracted, don't worry about it, sir. But anyone open up their eyes till I tell you, this is the way I turn things deep enough, man. Just let it go. That's it. As you listen to the sound of my voice now, some of you have entered a light state of hypnosis, some of you are medium, some of you are very deep. As you listen to my voice now, I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. As I count backwards, I'm going to snap my fingers. As I snap my fingers, as I count backwards, with each sound, with each number, can take you down deeper and deeper still. So by the time I reach a count of 1, take you down. 10, down, 9, down, 8, down, 7, gone, 6, okay, 5, down, 4, down, up, I don't know, 3, down, 2, down, and 1, down. In a minute now, people, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, if you like to go down one step deeper when you're sitting on stage in the audience, listen carefully. On the count of 3, let your right arm go straight up into the air. Then I'm going to take you down deeper on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let your right arm go straight up. And if I touch that wrist just like a rope pulling up, make that arm more rigid. If I touch your arm just like a rope pulling up, making it more rigid. Start to feel every muscle, every nerve, every fiber become more and more rigid as I pull your arm up. As I pull your arm up, becoming more and more rigid, just like a piece of steel. More and more rigid. In a minute, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, you're going to try to pull that arm down, but it's going to be completely rigid. Begin to feel it now. 1, feel every muscle, every nerve, every fiber becoming more and more rigid. 2, more and more rigid as you're listening to the sound of my voice. And now 3, completely rigid, trying to pull it down, but completely rigid. And now 1, 2, 3. Let your arms drop down. Down, 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 down. As he gets it up, let's bring it down, down. All right, listen carefully, we're going to give some people some numbers. Remember your number. First time test is going to be a 1, remember your number. Going to be a 2. Going to be a 3, remember your number. Going to be a 4. Going to be a 5, 6, 7, 8. Going to be a 9, drifting down. Going to be a 10. Going to be an 11, 12. Going to be a 13, 14, going to be a 15, drifting down. Going to be a 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, drifting down, drifting down, drifting down. Okay, listen carefully. On the count of 3, if you have a number, you keep your eyes closed. On the count of 3, if you don't have a number, not quite deep enough today, but you're going back to the audience feeling absolutely marvelous. 1, people with a number going way down deep. People without a number coming back up. 2, people with a number going way down deep. People without a number coming up, and now 3. If you have a number, keep your eyes closed, and now 3. If you don't have a number, open up your eyes, you can go back to the audience. Give those people a big hand anyway. We came a little bit distracted. Everyone else remains seated. Thank you very much for coming up. That's it. That's it. Stay right there. I can take you back down. That's it. I can take you back down, too. On the count of 3. I can get you, too. Come on back. I can get you. On the count of 3, with the number, sit up and open up your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Open up your eyes. People sit straight up in your chairs. I'm going to move you around. Okay, you want to sit right down here, sir? You sit right down here, young lady. You sit right there. Slide down here just a little bit, sir. You want to slide down this way? You want to slide down, sir? That's it. You want to slide down? You two want to slide down? That's it. People on stage, concentrate on me. They're not talking any time. You two want to trade places real quickly. Always concentrate on me. You two trade places real quickly. That's it. Sir, I want you to come down this way. I want you to sit right down here. And that's it. You sit right down here. And so you slide down a little bit, sir. You want to come down again. Down this way a little bit, sir. That's it. You sit right there. Okay, everybody sit up. Put your feet flat on the floor. Don't talk. People concentrate on me. Concentrate on me. I'm going to take 2 pressure points in the back of your neck now. I'm going to take you down very deeply, very quickly. So sit up in your chairs, put your feet flat on the floor again. Take you down deeper. Let's give them some applause. People take them way down. Way down deep. Each time I drop my hand and say sleep digger. Each time I drop my hand and say sleep digger down deep. Anytime you tap your hand and say sleep digger down. However, at no time will you fall off your chair. It's like you have a magnet. At no time will you fall off your chair. Whether you hear my PA voice, you'll be able to follow my instructions. Anytime I touch your shoulder and push you up in your chair, it'll be like a magnet drawing you up in your chair with your eyes closed. It'll be like a powerful magnet. So when I touch your shoulder, it'll be like a magnet drawing you up with your eyes closed. All the magnet will pull there. That's it. Each time, people will take you up faster and you'll stuck. As you listen to my voice now, again, you'll be able to go down anytime I touch you, say slip, you go down deep. Deep. Each time you go down, you feel deep.